Microsoft acquiring Activision Blizzard may be a good or bad thing for the gaming industry. But what I can tell you is that we need a reaction from Sony as what they're going to do when it comes on to shooters on their platform. Now, Sony does have a few IPs that they can leverage in their defense of this and put out something that consumers will be willing to buy, and they might be able to revive a very popular franchise that has the potential to compete with Call of Duty. Now, SOCOM is a very popular shooter that was available on the PlayStation 2, and a lot of persons loved that game at that time. I myself was very involved in SOCOM. I always thought it was a great game, and I don't know what happened. Maybe sales fell off after a few years and Sony decided to just bench that game for a while. There has been rumors that SOCOM might be getting a comeback. However, I'm not too sure on that, but I do think it's something that Sony needs to consider. It's a very popular franchise. It was a very good shooter. It was rough around the edges. However, given the talent that Sony has now and the vision that they have, they can do a lot with this franchise, and they can make SOCOM the number one shooter on PlayStation. It doesn't have to be Call of Duty. They can revive SOCOM, or they can even do something with their Resistance franchise. A lot of persons want to see another Resistance game. The community for Resistance is very big, and this is something that Sony can also leverage as well. Killzone is another amazing shooter that Sony has. Yeah, there were a few games that were a bit hit and miss. However, the potential of this game is very, very strong, and I believe that Sony can do a lot with it. So right there, Sony has 3 shooters that they can use to leverage on the PlayStation 5. Yes, the steal may be a bit bad for Sony right now. However, it won't be finalized until the midsection of 2023. So what should they do? I think they should get started on reviving one of these shooters, or maybe they should start working on something totally new. Whichever studio is going to handle that, I'm not sure. Maybe they need to get Guerrilla Games back on Killzone or a new shooter, or they need to revive SOCOM, bring back Resistance. They need to do something because they need to have their own shooter on their platform. Yes, God of War is amazing, Uncharted is amazing, and Last of Us is amazing, and they have Ghost of Tsushima. They have a lot of amazing games, but where Sony is lacking is in the shooter department and the racing department. They have Gran Turismo 7 that is coming out in February, and that is amazing. However, a lot of persons are leaning more to arcade racers, so I think they need something like Drive Club to come back, or they need something like Motorsport to come back. They have the IPs, they just benched them, so I just think they need to get working on these games that a lot of people would be interested in playing, or maybe they just need to create something totally new. When you look at a game like Grand Theft Auto, a lot of people are thinking maybe Microsoft is going to buy Take-Two Interactive next. And what does that mean for Sony? No more Grand Theft Auto on PlayStation. That means if there's a Grand Theft Auto 6, we won't see it on PlayStation. It's going to be on Xbox. Sony has a franchise similar to Grand Theft Auto called The Getaway. And that is a game that I think they should get working on. You know, just in case. Competition is always good. I know they have a great relationship with Rockstar, but Sony wouldn't be looking to acquire Rockstar. They have the talent to put out a game just like GTA, and maybe even better. So Sony has the potential, they have the talent, and they have the resources to make these games come to life. I don't know why they're holding off on doing so. I know they have a big announcement coming up with PlayStation Spartacus, and maybe they're waiting for that time, for when they're ready to announce Spartacus. Then they announce a few more games that may be hitting the service, or some games that will be exclusive to the service. I don't know. Maybe they're waiting to just hit us with a pile of major news, which would be awesome. So I definitely see the potential that Sony has, and I definitely see how dangerous this might be for them right now. However, you know, this is not the end. If Call of Duty leaves PlayStation, it's not the end of the road. This does not mean PlayStation is going to go out of the console business. They have a lot of room to grow. They have a lot of IPs that they can leverage. So real quick, just before I continue, I want to inform you guys that today's video is sponsored by Swifto. So I got 5 Swifto key for a one year membership each that I'm gonna leave on screen right now. So for the first 5 persons who sees this, just go ahead, download Swifto. The link will be down in the description, guys. Download it, try it out, and you get a year free. So just download it and copy the code, and you can get 1 year of Swifto. So back to the video. So in my opinion, Sony definitely needs to do something with these franchises that they're resting on. They have, as I stated before, SOCOM, Killzone, Resistance. They have MotorStorm. They have Drive Club. Twisted Metal is rumored to be making a comeback, and that is amazing. I'm very happy to hear that. They also have platformers that they haven't released a game for in years, such as Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper. We need to see those games again on PlayStation. We don't only want to see Ratchet and Clank. We want more than that. We want to see these iconic mascots come back for PlayStation. I want to see them compete with Microsoft, compete with Nintendo, and compete with the PC market, because Sony has the potential to do a lot in the gaming market, and competition is always good. I have an Xbox, but I'm still a PlayStation fan at heart, and I love my Xbox. I'm enjoying it. Game Pass is very amazing, so I definitely want to see something like that on PlayStation. At the end of the day, this benefits the consumer, which I am a consumer, so I want to see competition on both sides. Microsoft may not be able to create all these amazing games, so they buy them, which is fine. That's how they work. Sony has a talent. Leverage that talent and put it to good use and bring back these amazing IPs that a lot of us want to see. So with that said, I'm just going to leave the video right there, guys. Please go ahead, give the video a like if you like it, and subscribe to my channel for more tech videos and discussion. Until then, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.